took a DNA test for fun. The results say my parents aren't human. It was supposed to be a joke. My roommate got one of those ancestry kits for Christmas and convinced me to do one too. We spit in the tubes, mailed them off, and forgot about it for 6 weeks. When the results came back, she found out she was 12% Scandinavian and called her mom crying about Viking. I opened mine expecting something boring. The app wouldn't load my results. It just kept showing an error message that said, analysis incomplete, anomaly detected. I figured it was a glitch and emailed customer support. 3 days later, I got a phone call. Mr. Chen, this is Dr. Harrison from the genetics department. We need to discuss your results in person. Can you come to our facility tomorrow? I laughed and asked if this was a prank. She didn't laugh back. This is not a joke. Please don't discuss your results with anyone until we've spoken. I should have hung up and thrown the whole thing away, but I was curious, so I drove 4 hours to their lab the next morning. Dr. Harrison met me in the lobby and led me to a windowless conference room. There were 2 other people already sitting at the table, a man in a suit who never introduced himself and a woman taking notes on a laptop. None of them smiled. Mr. Chen, Dr. Harrison began, I'm going to show you something, and I need you to remain calm. She slid a folder across the table. Inside was my DNA analysis, but it looked nothing like my roommate. Hers had pie charts and percentages for different regions. Mine had a single page with red text stamped across the top. Unclassified sequence, 67% non-human markers detected. I stared at it for a long time. What does that mean? It means that over 2/3 of your genetic material doesn't match any known human population. She paused. It doesn't match any known species on Earth. I laughed because I didn't know what else to do. That's impossible. My parents are normal people. I have baby photos, medical records, everything. The man in the suit spoke for the first time. We'd like to collect samples from your parents as well. Can you provide their contact information? Something about the way he said it made my stomach turn. I grabbed the folder and left without answering. I drove straight to my parents' house. It was a 6-hour drive, and I spent every minute trying to convince myself this was some kind of mistake, lab contamination, mixed up samples, anything. When I got there, it was almost midnight. The lights were on in the living room, which was strange because my parents always went to bed by 9. I used my key and walked in. They were sitting on the couch, side by side, staring at the wall. Not watching TV, not talking, just staring. Mom? Dad? They turned to look at me at the exact same time, moving in perfect sync like mirrors of each other. Marcus, my mom said, you're home early. I need to talk to you about something. I pulled out the DNA results and handed them to her. Can you explain this? She looked at the paper for a long time. My dad didn't look at all. He just kept staring at me with this expression I'd never seen before, like he was studying me. Where did you get this? My mom asked quietly. A DNA test. It says I'm not fully human. It says you and Dad aren't. You weren't supposed to find out like this. She cut me off and her voice had changed. It was flatter now, like the emotion had drained out of it completely. We were going to tell you when you turn 25. That's when the transition usually begins. What transition? What are you talking about? My dad stood up slowly, too slowly. His joints moved in a way that didn't look right, like his bones were bending in places they shouldn't. We're not from here, Marcus, he said. And neither are you. The human DNA was grafted onto you when you were an embryo, so you could survive in this atmosphere. But it's temporary. It always wears off. I backed toward the door. This isn't funny. We're not joking. My mom stood up too, and I watched her spine stretch in a way that made my stomach lurch. She was taller now, at least a foot taller than she'd been sitting down. The process is starting early for you, probably because of the test. The analysis triggered something in your cells. I ran. I made it to my car and drove until the sun came up. I didn't stop until I reached a motel 2 states away. I locked the door, closed the curtains, and tried to convince myself I'd imagined everything. But this morning I woke up and something was wrong. My fingers are longer than they were yesterday. I measured them against my phone case last night before I went to sleep. They've grown almost an inch, and my spine hurts. This deep aching pressure like something is trying to push its way out. I looked in the bathroom mirror and my eyes are different. The brown is fading. There's something gray underneath, spreading slowly from the pupils outward. My phone buzzed an hour ago. A text from my mom. Don't fight it, Marcus. It hurts more if you resist. We'll come get you when it's done. You'll understand everything soon. Then another message. A photo. It was me, sleeping in the motel bed, taken from inside the room. I spun around, but there was no one there. The door was still locked. The windows were still shut. My phone buzzed again. We're so proud of you. You're becoming what you were always meant to be. I'm sitting on the bathroom floor now, typing this with fingers that don't feel like mine anymore. The bones keep cracking and shifting every few minutes. My reflection doesn't look right. The face staring back at me is stretching, changing, and I can't stop it. I just heard the motel room door unlock. I didn't touch it. Footsteps now, slow and heavy, getting closer. My mom's voice, but deeper. Ron, there you are, sweetheart. It's time to come home.
Follow for part. Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.